Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a form of exercise that's so gentle it can help heal shattered bones, and yet it's so profound it can quiet a totally racing mind. And the best part? You can do it all within the space of a small room. We're talking about the gentle power of Tai Chi Indoor Walking. For some people, this practice isn't just a choice, it's an absolute necessity. This quote comes from author Blaze on Fire, who actually used this exact method to recover from a really traumatic injury. It just goes to show you, this is so much more than exercise. It's a legit tool for rebuilding your body and finding that resilience right when you need it most. So let's start right there. This isn't about how fast you can go or how far you can walk. No, this is all about rebuilding from the ground up. The whole practice was basically born from this need for a really gentle but effective way to heal something that works with your body, not against it. So what is it exactly? Well, at its heart, it's a moving meditation. It takes these ancient, time-tested ideas from Tai Chi, balance, flow, mindfulness, and it perfectly adapts them for our modern world. It's especially great for those of us who don't have a giant park or a fancy studio to practice in. Okay, this metaphor right here is the absolute key to understanding the whole thing, walking on a frozen lake. It's not about just throwing one foot in front of the other. It's about being present, being careful. It's about this deep sense of deliberation with every single tiny movement. And this idea of moving deliberately, it means we have to completely shift gears from how we normally walk. We basically have to unlearn all our old habits and instead just embrace the art of slow motion. I mean, think about how we walk every day. We're pretty much just falling forward and catching ourselves, right? That creates impact with every single step. Thud, thud, thud. Tai Chi walking is the complete opposite of that. It's an exercise in total control. It gets rid of all that jarring impact because you're shifting your weight with this slow, deliberate grace. And because it's so unique and so gentle, the benefits are just incredibly wide-ranging. This is not just for martial artists, not at all. It's a really powerful tool for a whole bunch of different people. And you can see just how versatile this is. For seniors, it's amazing because it trains that tricky mid-stride balance, which directly helps reduce the risk of falling. If you've got joint pain, the fact that there's zero impact makes it an absolute godsend for your knees, hips, and back. Live in a small apartment? Get this. You only need about 6 feet of space. And really, for anyone dealing with stress, the intense focus it requires is this incredible grounding exercise that just quiets all that mental chatter. Okay, so are you feeling inspired? I hope so. Let's get practical and break down the foundational movement. It's known as the catwalk, and it's all about making these super smooth, totally controlled leg movements. All right, the process builds up in 4 clear stages. First up, just find your posture. Feet about hip-width apart, knees are soft, spine is nice and long. Second, you shift all of your weight onto one leg, which makes your other leg feel completely empty. Third, and this is the key part, you step forward with that empty leg and just touch the heel down with absolutely zero weight on it. Then finally, you slowly pour your weight from your back leg forward onto that front foot. And as you finish that shift, your back heel just lifts up naturally, all ready for the next step. Now, to really get this feeling right, you have to remember the kiss rule. Just imagine there's a delicate little eggshell on the floor right where your foot is about to land. Your heel should touch down. It should kiss the ground so gently, so lightly, that that shell would stay perfectly intact. That is the level of control we're going for here. Okay, your first instinct is gonna be to look down at your feet. Everybody does it. But try to resist that urge. Keep a soft, gentle gaze on the horizon. What this does is it forces you to stop relying only on your eyes for balance and to start trusting your body's own internal sense, your inner ear. It's definitely challenging at first, but trust me, that's where the real training happens. And finally, you've got to connect the movement to your breath. This is what really transforms it from just a physical exercise into a true meditation. A really simple rhythm to start with is this. Inhale as you lift your foot and get ready to step, and then do a long, slow exhale as you pour your weight forward into that step. So, once the walk starts to feel a little more natural, you can start to bring in your arms. We'll do this with the classic cloud hands movement, which turns the walk into this beautiful, full-body, flowing meditation. Now, the coordination here is actually simpler than it sounds. So, as your left foot steps forward, your left hand rises up to about eye level with the palm facing you. At the exact same time, your right hand sinks down to your waist, palm facing down.
As you shift your weight, your whole torso rotates just a little bit toward that front leg. Then, as you start the next step with your right foot, the hands just gracefully swap positions. To get the feeling of the arm movement right, use this little sensory image. Don't just lift your arms. Imagine you're moving them through something thick, like water or even honey. This creates this really gentle internal resistance that engages your muscles without any strain at all. It's amazing. So why does this combination of slow walking and flowing arms feel so powerful? Well, it's not just about physical balance. It's about forging this really deep, powerful connection between your mind and your body.
And the science behind it is just fascinating. This whole thing is what's known as cross-lateral movement. By coordinating opposite sides of your body, like your left arm with your right leg, you're literally forcing the left and right hemispheres of your brain to talk to each other. This communication actually strengthens your neural pathways, and it's fantastic for your cognitive health and your motor control. Ultimately, this whole practice really just boils down to this one powerful question. It's an invitation for us to shift our focus away from just rushing to get somewhere and instead to find real meaning and stability and peace in the simple, profound act of taking a single mindful step.